So, we're back at it again. Cutting the grill up. Got it to almost fit. So it goes in the pocket. So, got some trimming to do still. But that should look bitchin' when it gets sunk in. Stay. So that will be nice. And then we'll do the upper one after we get this one tucked in there for where it needs to be. A little bit later, we'll get that heated up and stretched on. If I cut this end too short for this one, I do have another one of those bottom hoses that I can redo if I need to. But for right now, a little bit at a time. We're getting closer. And we still have to do the E-back lines to run all the way to the back of the tank. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the plastic tank or not. Because we have the old Ranger tank here was plastic. I did get a fuel pump for this one if I'm going to put it in. But this one little vent line here is broke. And this one for the E-back has the plug here on it for the E-back instead of in the tank like the F-150 is for some reason. So this one is the one for the 4.6 liter V8. Big goddamn fucking tank. Barely fits in the fucking car. But you got one of your vent freaking check valves. This is the E-back sensor, what's in the tank instead of on the line, what would be on one of these two E-back line sensors. We might just cut this one out of this tank and put it in the smaller metal tank I have for the other truck out of the donor truck for the logging truck. Because that one has this same style plug set up for it, because I took the fuel pump out of this one, what is for this tank for the F-150, and we put it in Mikey's Toyota tank, what I put in his truck, because his fuel pump went bad in that tank. But because that has that style plug, we might use the other tank. So this one is in good conditions for the tank. It's got a little bit of surface rust, but it's not bad. But it has the same plug style as the other F-150 tank, what I need. So we might end up just using this smaller tank than the plastic Ranger tank, because it already has one of these, and it's not like I just can't cut two holes in this tank and then weld those two pieces in so we can hook up the E-back and be done with the fucking system. We're gonna cut these two stupid bolts off, pull this tank out. I gotta find my quick connect tool to, hopefully it's the right size to get these gas lines off. So we'll go find that fucking thing and then we'll cut this thing out. Tool, we got one on clip so far. See if we can get this fucking one off. There's this one. There we go. All clip. Find the plug. And we're unplugged. Yeah. Now we can cut this fucker off. Hey, what, if you're gonna deal with the Ford trucks, get yourself one of these. These things definitely help get these stupid freaking clips off. Alright, got all the shit covered. I don't know how much gas is in this tank. Not gonna use it anyways, it's probably bad. So, let's cut this shit apart. doesn't seem like there's that much fuel in it. But tank is free. Well, there's probably a little bit less than a gallon in it. That's what it feels like. Feels like some shit in it too. So we're gonna be taking this piece off anyways, because we're gonna change the pump out of this for the new pump I got for the got that little vent thing, rollover thing out. We'll go grab a screwdriver and hammer, knock this ring off, and see how the inside of this tank looks. Well, got some tools. Let's take it apart. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. I think it looks pretty good. It looks decent in there. That's just a little bit of fuel. We can wipe that all out. We'll definitely see. Alright, that's in good condition still. I do have another one of these rings when I got the new fuel pump kit for that tank. I think that one holds another 3 gallons or 5 gallons more than this one. But this one will work for the car. So we'll just wire brush everything up. Get rid of all the loose scale. Besides, not that bad. I thought it was going to be worse because it had that stupid plastic shield on it. But it's in decent shape. So we can use it. We'll dump the rest of this. And it's got a little bit of water in it. We'll get rid of that, clean it up, and we'll see if it fits in the car. Hey, so we got it all cleaned. It's just a couple little tiny pit spots, but that'll be okay. So let's see if this fits in the car now that we got it clean. Let's get it in. Well, that's gonna be perfect, I think. Gotta find the overflow tank. Alright, on the flow. Well, that looks like it's gonna work, so. We definitely got enough room for the tank. We can put the filter, the return over here in the corner still. So this will work out nicely. So we'll get this all freaking, make the brackets and everything for the tank for what we need. Alright, well, gotta get this piece level, so we'll find some shims to put underneath so we can make the brackets to hold the tank before we make the brackets to hold the overflow tank in the corner here, because you can't really see the cap. Because the cap's going to be somewhere around in this location, so it's not too close to the exhaust headers. So, I'll get this thing mocked up a little bit better, and we'll see where we're at. So, this is pretty much going to be the setup. Tank's going to be there. Overflow jug. 2x4 is just temporary, so you can make the flat brackets that the tank can sit on. And then we'll make the brackets for that, cut the hole. I'm going to have to go borrow a hole saw. I don't have that particular size to cut that hole, and I still need a 4-inch for the fog lights up front, so that's 2 round hole saw blades I have to borrow this week. So we'll work for this. I'll have enough room back here, good 4 or 5 inches for the gas lines to run down and around the back of the tank. There's enough room on the side so the lines can pop through. I got enough room for, because the filler door right here. Pop that open. Open. You can see the light now, so that's where the filler cap goes. So we can come down, come to not a 90, probably like a little less, and then come into the filler neck with another 90. We have the one EGR bent for here. This one's actually a double, so I can tie the 2 other lines into just this one, and then we'll mount the sensor plug in this tank once this tank dries. So that'll be good, because I can just cut a square out, and then same thing on the other side, just cut a square around it, and then just set it here, and then we'll freaking weld it right in. That is good. And then I still have room for the firewall for the tank itself, so all this can be hidden behind the car inside, so you can't see it. And then that way I can put all my other stuff behind there, what I need. Well, let's start. So we're pretty close. I mean, it's not like above. I think I still have to do a little bit of trimming. But we're close for the filler neck being where it needs to be for the door for right now. But the original neck reaches, goes up. So we just need a little bit of trimming up in there. And this should be pretty good, so this thing won't burp on me when I'm filling it up and shit like that. I mean, this will all be pushed down when it gets screwed into place up in there. That upper bracket, we'll have to bend that upper bracket down. So let's bend that and see if we get it to fit more. Alright, so at the end of that all bent down, we'll see if that fits back in the hole. Well, that looks like it did it, so let's go check outside, see if that fixed that problem. Because we were going to use the old Ranger one, but this air vent leader fucking leaked, so I don't want to use that thing. So looks like we got this about in the place we need it, so that's good. First hole lines up, well, we can screw this fucker in. Good. Find a gas cap. Nope, we need a twisty. That's a poppy. So we'll find a twisty and see if it fits. So we'll cut this fucking piece out because we don't need it for this tank. Because this one's got the 2 EGR valve return vapor fucking shit. But I only need this because the other tank has a dual port one, so that works. And then we can hook up the rest of the EGR fucking lines and the charcoal filter fucking shit. Because this is the rest of the stuff what we got to put underneath the back of the car. Gonna have to make some brackets and stuff. But I got most of my hoses, what I need for what I need to do for this. Kind of funny that one's got that plastic piece in it. Oh well. Well, we'll get this all hooked up soon. Probably have to get some more of these freaking rubber hoses because it's so much feet from the engine bay to the back of the car. And they're already freaking breaking down, so we'll get new hoses for this. I think I might need a new sensor for this back piece, but I don't really care. It just has to make sure that the system thinks that this is working functionally. Eventually we'll delete the whole evac fucking system. Probably should just do it anyways. Not a big deal. But when we get to that point, we get to that point. We don't have room for this underneath the car because we just got another air tank. So we'll go and see if that will fit for where I need to. I'm definitely going to have to cut the tank down. I have these two little tanks what I could mount in to give me the gallons I need. But I'm not sure if I want to use these two. They're both metal tanks, so that would work. But we got this big thing, 32 gallons. We'll probably cut it down to take a foot off of it probably to get it to fit in between the frame rails. Because right now it won't fit in between the back frame rails. So we'll see about that later tonight or tomorrow when I get to it. Well, it'll probably be Monday because I gotta work fucking Sunday. Hey, so we got the evac line and everything in here for the tank. So at least everything is fitting for the car right now. Might be able to get it started in the next couple of days. So we'll make the brackets and everything next. And the mounting tank for that, and we'll run the freaking great big hosing, get that all in. I'll fill up the system and everything on this. Make sure we got all our water, our oil, our tranny, our power steering lines. We still have to hook up the rear brake lines for the rear end. I have a new set of stainless steel lines for that. And we put the triple barrel bags in. And then check all the air lines, make sure that all the fittings are tight, nothing's leaking. We can see if the car will start after that. We are getting closer. So stay tuned, subscribe, share, like.